What's going on, guys? So this will be the transform and roll out, or transform and box up video for Soundwave and Soundblaster and their little buddies. I'm just combining them both into one, so minor spoilers for one review if you hadn't seen it, but either way, we will get the ones. Now there are a couple that are the same mold, so we'll just be going over the different molds. So, but in the first place, we need to get Soundblaster and Soundwave, whichever one, because they're exactly the same, into his tape deck mode. So you want to pull off the shoulder gun, pull off the hand gun, and you can just kind of chunk that together. That's pretty cool to just do that. Go ahead and straighten out his arms, and we'll kick the hands back. And I'm going to go ahead and take time now to go ahead and rotate the hips and flip up the skirt here, like so, and then push this down. It does clip in, the little crotch piece there clips in. We want to flip this back here and go ahead and unfold that. Just leave that out of the way, and we'll rotate the legs back around. Now, I had the bad habit of transforming the arms and everything first and then trying to do that, and it gets a lot harder because everything gets in the way. Now, you want to come to the back, go ahead and open that up. Just enough there, and then flip the head back into the cavernous hole. And then you got a double hinge dealy going on right here with the arms. So unclip, unclip, and you see the little clippies. And then use the double hinges to bring these back. Oh, I did forget. Hold on. We want to shunk vishunk the arms up. They're on these little pin sliders, which is scary when they're too tight. And you keep, I know you keep saying, right, why don't you close that? Okay, so fine, we'll close that. But then what you'll see is that the arm bits here are interfering. You see they're actually hitting the head cover. So I tend to pull that down, and then these tuck away very nicely. It is a clearance issue that this design has, but then you can close that up, and then you can see the post from the forearms. Technically they're the back of the forearms, elbows, and they will plug in like so and like so. Now it will still friction this out, so there's not really a good way around that. If there is, I haven't discovered it. So for the legs, I'm going to just go ahead and split them open like so. Get the good Jean-Claude going on. And it's a very interesting leg transformation. So you kind of want to flip this, not all the way open or down, just kind of there, because you have a hinge that will get in the way otherwise. You want to peel the leg open like so. Actually, I guess, hold on, I guess we can leave that the way it is. And then you want to pull the knee up, and you can see there's a big tab right there that goes into that slot, which will come in handy here in a bit. So we want to then grab the toes, use that hinge to flip that forward, grab the heel, flip that out. That was weird. And then you want to, oh, what I was doing made no sense. Okay, so the hinge is here. I was utilizing a hinge that was down there that doesn't do anything. Okay, and so now you've got all this going on, and this is going to be the top of the actual thing. Okay, now we can flip this down, bring all of that around, and then bring all of this in. Did that make any sense? So reverse that. So we were here. You want to flip this around to here, so that tabs in, and now you've got this part. Then you want to flip this all in, and it will snug in. And then you've got this part here that you just want to flip up to fill that gap. And then get your leg oriented the way you need it to, basically like this number. And we're gonna just collapse that, and then that tab that was holding the knee together will clip in right there. And you tab that guy in to there. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Pop it open, flip the toe, flip the heel. Come on. There it goes. Sometimes it's a little wonky. Okay, flip this back around. Flip that cover back. So now we've got this big of a clump. Also, you can see the big old R in there. And pull out the knee. Flip this up for clearances. If you open that all the way, you won't be able to close this. So you gotta close that, then open that all the way. Rotate at your hip. And then bring it all together. You'll feel it clip in like so. And you got this tab here. Tabs into there. And then once again, this is a little wonky. And then you take all this and you just close it up over the front. And then you got him mostly in his tape mode, but we're not done because you need the weapons. And you've got holes that are here, like on the backs of the knees. And with the tip of the gun still installed, because I think it almost acts like a fuse, which is interesting. You want to do that, and then also kind of stick it in the front of the opposite gun and plug that in. Now, if you don't put those in there, it will want to flop over backwards, but that's how you get Soundwave and Soundblaster into their tape deck mode, which is a very nice transformation. It's different enough from the DX9 to get it pretty cool, and even though technically I've already done the comparison, there it is next to the DX9, this was still a really good mold, but this is light years ahead. Obviously, the big size difference. Now, we need to get the little guys transformed up, so it's Soundblaster, so we'll go with his tapes. So if you have Laserbeak and Buzzsaw, you know, that's pretty good. Because obviously Buzzsaw comes with him, Laserbeak comes with Soundwave. Sorry, I'm just doing it. Okay, so you've got a big tab up underneath there that holds it together. You just flip that up like so. Flip the wings up. Alright, yeah, flip the wings like that. Go ahead and fold the whole bird head up and over. And then tuck your wings in. Just snug everybody up. Super simple. Both of the birds transform that way. Now, because he comes with good old Rat-Bat here, he is different. I fully anticipated this to be very similar to the birds. They're not, or he's not. Okay, so you've got a slider pin here, and you want to slide that down. If you can. Just being difficult. There we go. So slide that one down. Go ahead and flip your wing in. Flip your wing in. Well, that didn't make sense, did it? Okay, so flip the toesies like so. Then if you come to the back, you've got his gold thrusters, which are being difficult. So real easy. You flip these to the side, flip the claws up, flip the vernier in, flip the head back. Now what's weird is the slider joint didn't make sense how you slid it and then unslid it. So that was my bad. Maybe I'm just dumb. Okay, so there's Rat-Bat in tape mode. And then we'll go with Frenzy or Rumble, depending on how you want to go. And basically, very simply, unplug the pile drivers from the arms. Those things do become problematic over time. You can just slide those in. Now, I think the ones on Rumble, Blue Rumble, so to speak, I think I have a difficulty with these because I misunderstood how they connected and I may have messed up the tabs initially when I first got this set. I've had this set for a while now. Okay, so we need to get this guy folded up. So let's start with the toesies. Just flip them up and in. Go ahead and rotate his head backwards very carefully. It's on a super tiny ball joint. Come to his little back guns, as they were. Go ahead and close those up and slide that down like so. And then the arms, I'm trying to remember how the arms go. I think they're just kind of at his side for the most part. The legs do most of the work. So we want the legs to fold up here. Oh yeah, the arms come to the side and turn like this. So the same tabs that are for the pile drivers are also for the legs. Okay, I wasn't sure about that. That's actually cool. Okay, so once you've got him kind of in a box, use this other side hinge to rotate the legs forward. Don't do it at the hips. Make sure you do it right there. And then tab that into there. The head auto folded down. Okay, it wasn't auto, but it did it while I wasn't looking. That pin joint is tighter than it should be for something so small. And then, is that it? That looks like it. So there is our Rumble/Frenzy. Not bad looking. Actually, this side I believe is meant to be the tape mode, as you can see those little round parts. And then, last but not least, the only other new mold on here. We'll look at Ravage. He's fairly simple. He's just gonna basically collapse in on himself. So, get your front legs folded up. Get your back legs folded up. And from what I can tell, nothing tabs in or anything. It's just sort of get everybody lined up. Flip the head down first, and then close the tail over the nose. And there's Ravage. Ravage is like almost as easy as the bird friends. I don't think there's a good side to the birds. This is definitely the tape deck side for Ravage, as it were. I think, yeah, this is the tape deck side for Ratbat. This just doesn't have anything on it to indicate one way or the other, so it is what it is. So that's how you get the Soundwave Soundblaster thing into tape deck mode, and of course you can still open this. It's actually pretty hard, you gotta watch that, and then put your favorite in there. Unfortunately, there is only room for one, so we'll just go with that one. But that's going to be it for this T.A.R.O video. Make sure you go watch the original if you have not. And, of course, you know, watch both, because I did review them individually as they come as a set. And then, yeah, like, subscribe, do all the things you need to do, guys. And remember, as always, transform and rock out. Yeah, we'll say that, rock out.